is now interested in signing the receiver. And yesterday, Jay Glazer also reported that the Saints, however, did ask Brown to not bring an entourage to the workout, and AB ignored those requests and still showed up with an entourage. Not surprised about that one. Shannon, what do you make of these reports?
AB failed another test, but therein lies the problem. Because the Saints asked him not to show up with an entourage. Not only did he show up with an entourage, it was also reported he showed up with a camera crew. So what they should have done is that we ask you not to do something and not work him out. You see? Even though they asked him not to do something, he did it and he still was allowed to work out. Therein lies the problem with Antonio Brown. Every step along the way, when they've asked him to do something because he's so immensely talented, we're going to disregard what we ask you to do.
And what was reported about the workout? He lit it up.
Sure. Yeah.
We know he can run routes. We know he can catch the ball.
Yep.
Saints, here's a little news flash. If there was clarity, you wouldn't have had an opportunity to work him out because he'd have been on somebody else's roster.
True.
The reason why he's not on the roster is that the NFL has made it abundantly clear. And maybe you didn't get the memo, or maybe you threw it up with the one that they sent you down there apologizing for that blown call in last year's championship game. If you sign Antonio Brown, he's going to the commissioner's exempt list. So now if you want his future services, 2020, have at it. But you're not going to have him for the playoffs. Skip, I mean, what? Okay, look, you're coming for a job interview. Shannon, we want you to do this. Okay. But I show up with what you asked me not to show up with. And if I go through the interview, like, well, y'all ain't serious. Y'all gonna let me do what I want to do because you told me not to. I do it, and I still got the interview. Yeah. So what's to stop me from doing whatever else I want to do?
Correct. So I would hope for the Saints' sake that what you just discussed would encourage Sean Payton to just say no to Antonio. Sean Payton had his look at me grandstand moment. He had his tweak the NFL, take that the NFL moment over all the the anti-NFL bias that he has grown over the years for getting suspended for a year and the blown call. So he got all that out of his system. And now the reality is, I don't think he can coach Antonio Brown because I think he's become uncoachable at this stage of his career. So the one thing I do know about Sean Payton, he is in charge in New Orleans. Completely in charge. And I don't think he takes anything from any player. I've never known him to.
I don't know some people that play for him and know Skip. He's kind of like Coach Belichick. He's really a no-nonsense type of a guy. Because he learned on the Parcells just like Coach Belichick did.
Parcells. He's a chip off the Parcells.
Very matter of fact, no nonsense.
Right. And it's not like he's a player's coach who's going to let you do this and get away with that if you production tolerance. Nope.
Yeah, he was, Skip. Because guess what? Guess who was Bill Parcells? Guess who LT's head coach was?
Well, I know that. Yeah. Now you're doing Parcells.
Yes.
But I haven't seen Sean Payton do that.
No, but if saying, I guess when you're so immensely talented, you'll be willing to overlook. Coach Belichick was telling the story with the top 100 about LT. He went and told Coach Parcells that LT had shown up late for the meeting. And Parcells says, why the hell you start the meeting anyway? So basically it's saying, there are certain things you excuse. But Skip, AB, how hard can it be? They said, AB, no entourage. Bro, if you're serious about getting back into the league, if you're serious about that, you can't do this one thing. We know you're immensely talented. You're an all-time great. You can catch, you can run routes, you're spectacular after the catch, but they say no entourage. You show up with an entourage and a camera crew.
Right. So how do you think he would fit, seriously, realistically, with Michael Thomas? They won't fit. It's too much of a great thing because they're both great in their own ways, but one guy wants all the attention and a lot of footballs, and the other guy has earned his footballs, and it would not work. I think it was a bad idea from the start.
But this goes to show you, Skip, what teams are willing to do in order to win. Because Sean Payton believes that this gives him an extra advantage as far as winning. So I'll be willing to sell my soul to the devil.
I guess so. But again, Antonio is so far away from being cleared to play again.
Yeah.
It's not even.
Come on. And it felt like, you actually think we're going to let you sign that? You actually think that Sean Payton? Well, you do realize we can make these rules up as we go along.
Yeah. When you go to a job interview, don't take your rules from AP. Showing up with people, it's a lot. It's a lot. We're going to move on, guys. Freddie Kitchens is out.